Hey everybody, Mark over here at Twanger's Turntable. I hope you're all doing well. Back for another video, as promised. Episode 2 in my showing of show and tell, basically, of records I've picked up in the past few months. If you didn't catch the first episode, maybe go check it out if you feel like it. Which brings me to the point, if you're new to my channel, thank you for dropping by. Welcome. Do appreciate you doing so. Hope you'll find something you'll dig. And for all those who are returning, big thank you. Much appreciate all the continued support. Really do enjoy that. So as I mentioned, second episode to showing some records that I picked up recently. Got a stack of them there. I'm trying to keep it to about 15 records per episode, and so if I don't get going, we'll be here all friggin' night. So we'll start with a cheers, everybody. Like I say, I hope you're all doing good. All right, so let's get going. Most of these, as I mentioned in my last video, are going to be ones several months really that I picked up either online or as gifts, and then some a few are probably just we have a local record shop. It's actually an antique store, and they do have some records in there, just $5 bins, and once in a while they have another bin that's new records, new as in new used stuff that people just brought in or they purchased through estates or whatever. So let's get to it. One of the ones I just picked up in that time frame. I've had it before on other formats, and I really dig these guys, probably more so than the stuff I would suggest they're more popular for, maybe certain generations. But the fifth album from this guy after he left Deep Purple, but the third as a band. When would this come out? This would have been 77. I don't even know the dates on it, to be honest. I know it's the first one that had Ian Pace from Deep Purple on drums. He already had John Lord on keys, but Ready and Willing, Whitesnake. And this is one of the reissue ones. I don't even know what year the reissue was. Maybe if I put my cheaters on, I can tell you. But I really dig this record. Well, 1980 is a date there, but that's not the year of the reissue, clearly. Doesn't matter. But yeah, it is on that metallic silver vinyl. Looks more like a gray to me, to be honest with you, but really good record. I dig this era of Whitesnake. Not that I don't like the I'm not a big fan of the self-titled 87 album, to be honest with you. I do like it, but I prefer the older stuff. Slide It In is probably my favorite Whitesnake, but that stuff there is just more hard rock blues based Whitesnake. And like you say, with Ian Pace, hey, John Lord. I know there's lots of Deep Purple fans that probably almost got the band back together there. No, not quite. But yeah, it's a good album. I like that one. Next up, and the second from these guys, but this is the 50-year anniversary of the band, from 75 to 2025. So it just came out this year, but their second album. Well, could be their third, depends how you count them. But yeah, Overkill. The classic lineup, Fast Eddie, Lemmy, and Phil Taylor, Filthy Animal Taylor on drums. Yeah, this is the reissue, and came with this nice poster, which I also mentioned on my birthday video there, of those stickers I got, because I don't want to put pins through these to hang them up. It's a nice poster. In fact, my copy, I actually got two of these, bonus, so I'll keep one of them in the sleeve, and I will hang the other one up. That's awesome. And it's on a colored vinyl too, a blue-green splatter type thing. I know back in the day there used to be, I don't know if it was myth or fact, but there was certainly a perception, whether real or not, that picture discs and colored vinyl and stuff like that didn't sound good. I don't know. At least I've not experienced that personally. I've got some picture discs and some colored vinyl, obviously. And on my system, they sound fine. Next up, this would have been technically their debut, but 1979 was a pretty busy year for Motorhead, because if you count Bomber and this one, they had 3 albums out that year. But technically, this wasn't released by them; it was by their label that they just left. But yeah, they released it as On Parole. But this was the recordings. Who the hell was it? Oh, I'm having a brain cramp. Lucas Fox was on drums. The guitar player, Larry Wallace. Larry Wallace, before Fast Eddie Clark and Phil Taylor. They do include those early recordings on there, and it's pretty cool to hear some of the same songs sound completely different. Even Lemmy, the way he sings, delivers them. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Glad to have it. I mean, I remember hearing it on cassette years ago, but it didn't have the extra stuff like this one does. Yeah, it's really cool. 2 LP on 180 gram vinyl, includes bonus LP featuring 2 previously unreleased tracks, plus liner notes from Motorhead founding member, yeah, Lucas Fox, the drummer. But yeah, glad to have that. Just one of 3 that came out in '79 from Motorhead. Another one, this would have been around that time, 1978, I think, was this one. And I may have shown some of these already in that live stream testing I was doing, but most of you probably haven't seen that anyway, so I'll show them again. But Trooper, Thick as Thieves, most people are probably familiar with the song Raise a Little Hell. I know I've done shorts featuring that song, or a short, not plural, but singular. But yeah, good Canadian act here, Trooper, and this would have been, I believe, their 4th album, 1978. It must have been around 4. But good rocker, and that's one of the ones I picked up for probably $3 or $4 or something like that in that antique store. Another one I've always had, but never on vinyl. If You Want Blood, You Got It, or more commonly known, If You Want Blood, a shorter version, but the only live album to ever feature Bon Scott, AC/DC, and my favorite vocalist of that band. And yeah, I think technically did this come out before Power Age? I think it may have. So technically probably the first album to feature Cliff Williams on bass after Mark Evans. I don't know, actually. Yeah, this would have been 77. Power Age is 78, right? Yeah, so Cliff Williams would have been featured on this on bass. And I don't know, something about that rhythm section with Cliff Williams and Phil Rudd just really clicks for me. Not that I don't like the earlier AC/DC, I love all of it. But this is really where it started to really resonate with me. And this is just a killer live album. Sadly, the only one with Mr. Bon Scott on vocals, because we know what happened. And then the next 3 I'm going to show I don't buy that many from Discogs, but this one seller had 3 that I really wanted. One that I mean, they're all ones I really wanted. Probably in levels of my desire to get them. I'm going to go from the least to the most, although that's hard to do. Never mind that. Strike that. Off the records. I can't say that. They're all 3 of them are ones I really wanted. So first up is their 94 release, kind of a return for these guys after they've been away a while. I don't even know how long they're away, but it seemed like a long time. 4 or 5 years, I guess. But Killing Joke, Pandemonium. Really good album. Sadly, Kevin Walker, I think, yeah, Walker passed away, and not that long ago, a couple of years, 2022, 23. So, ever seeing them live with the original lineup is not going to happen. But yeah, I just came with this nice little liner that talking about their 40 years, 4 decades at the time of this reissue, but this came out in '94. Just a killer album. But again, I'm in that camp where any Killing Joke is good. So yeah, I was really stoked to see this seller had this, and yeah, great album. Great album. Love that. If you like Killing Joke, I would suggest it's a must. Simple as that. And this one goes back to, this would be their second one. I think it came out in '92, because I remember getting it on cassette. And I don't see that many people show them, so I don't know how, and they fall into that genre that I have a disdain for I don't have a disdain for the genre, but just that grunge. It's just hard rock to me, and I'll oftentimes borders on metal, much of it, certainly hard rock, but these guys would be that. They're more hard rock, oftentimes very reminiscent of a band like Soundgarden, but it's Grunge Truck and their second album, Push. This is an expanded edition. It's got a couple extra tracks on it that it didn't have on cassette when I had it. But a fantastic band, fantastic album. Yeah, just absolutely love this record. And Norman Scott, actually, if you go back to prior to this album, he would have actually played with Soundgarden before Matt Cameron, for a period anyway. But yeah, sadly, Ben McMillan, lead vocalist, guitar player, passed away in, oh damn, I don't even know what year. Probably 09, early 2000s, early to mid 2000s, I can't remember. Yeah, so great record though. If you've not heard these guys, strongly recommend checking them out. Just really good. And it's on that opaque orange, red splattered vinyl. Really good album. Yeah, I won't expand too much on these. Just check them out if you've not already. Love that album. Next up, one that I wanted for a long time, and I still want to get their debut, and then the follow-up to this. Those three are the ones that I really want. Can't say I'm familiar enough with a lot of the rest of the stuff to really warrant my any desire for them, but this one I was really stoked to get, and it's Death Angel, their second after Ultraviolence. This would have been what, 86, 87? Doesn't matter. This is the reissue, 1988, and it's got the nice embossed cover on here. It's a music on vinyl release, really good. It's all embossed there. Love it. Love this album. I won't expand too much on it, but if you know anything about them, the drummer there, oh my God, Gideon, I can't remember his name. I should know. I probably will think of it, but I think he was only like 15, 16 when they made that album. And Ultraviolence, most know, Death Angel fans would know he was like 14 when they made that. So pretty amazing album. I love it. It's that early, that Bay Area thrash, like Exodus and, you know, all that, the Bay Area thrash scene. Next up, yeah, this one. I'd known about these guys a while. Mike Patton, Faith No More, Mr. Bungle, does a lot of projects. He often reminds me of Maynard from Tool with his Pussifer and A Perfect Circle, all the stuff he does. But yeah, this one is Tomahawk. I suggest most Mike Patton fans will know of Tomahawk, and this nice gatefold. I love this. It's on a nice matte finish. Not that I don't like the glossy ones, but certainly better for showing. It doesn't have all that glare and shine to it. And yeah, great album. If you like Mike Patton, I would suggest. Although even for me, some of the stuff can be hit and miss. I was talking to Trevor a while back, and I had a very similar feeling that he had to the stuff he did, Dead Cross. You know, I like some of it, but not enough to. I thought about maybe buying the album, but after streaming it for a while, I kind of have to be somewhat selective of what I buy, so I passed on it. I'd rather have, you know, try and find some Faith No More on vinyl or this, and this is really good. If you've not checked it out, again, seems to be a theme, but yeah, check it out. And one I would not probably have purchased if not for the vinyl community, people in the VC showing this. Their last really good album to me would have been Blackout, maybe Love at First Sting, but 2022 or 2021 maybe it was now, they came back with this Rock Believer. But yeah, the stuff they did for the later part of the 80s, the 90s, and the aughts, I just wasn't really into a lot of the ballads and stuff like that, the direction they went. But I have to say, this is a pretty good album. Now, there are some components of it that are still that style to me that is certainly doesn't stand up to friggin' In Trance or Virgin Killer or you know, the early Scorps, but Blackout. I mean, this is really good though. I was pleasantly impressed, pleasantly surprised, satisfied with that, and it's a double vinyl, so glad to finally get that one. Next up, this I'm gonna have to give a shout out to my buddy Steve. Have to, because I would not have bought this. I can honestly say I was commenting on one of his videos today that, you know, he steered me to a lot of great stuff. And so if you've not checked out Steve over at A is for Alice, B is for Bob, and C is just a cool cat over in Chicago. Well, that area of Illinois, I won't phrase it the way he does, but Mr. Tommy Bolin. I've been familiar with Tommy Bolin for many years, and my older siblings. I even think they had going back to Colorado. His band Zephyr, I think, but. This is a great tribute. So it's Tommy Bolin and Friends, and I saw Steve showing this. It's on that nice white vinyl. Great gypsy soul. It's got Peter Frampton, Miles Kennedy, Warren Haynes. So many people on this that it's just really good, and yet they stayed true to the original songs. But wow, it's so good. Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate that. So I can't show that one without showing this one, because this was not new to me, but I finally got it on vinyl teaser on that splatter. Probably got this one early on in the new year, just haven't had a chance to show it. Love it. I just got to get Private Eyes now. Not just, I'd love to get Come Taste the Band, the Deep Purple, and the James Gang one he did. I think it's called James Gang Bang. I'm not sure. And Steve's shown that one many times. But anyway, if you are not familiar with Tommy Bolin for whatever reason, and you dig just good rock and a phenomenal guitar, just Prodigy style, really. Just amazing. Can't say enough about it. Really appreciating that again, I guess. Like I said, I was familiar with it and remember hearing it, and maybe I hadn't heard it in so long, I hadn't appreciated it as much, but been listening to it a lot. It's similar to Rory Gallagher, but I'm going off on a tangent, so I'll stop. Another one I picked up, this one was more or less for the grandkids. My youngest grandson, he absolutely loves this, keeps requesting it when we've got our stream list playing. So I decided, I saw it in this antique store for a couple of bucks, and I grabbed it. So it's the soundtrack to Ghostbusters. He just loves it. So it's awesome. We put this on. I can be, after a bath, I'll be clipping his nails or something. He'll want me to put it on my phone. Ghostbusters, and so now we have it on record. It's awesome. And another one, I've had this one, this Tattoo You. I've had it for forever. So it could be better as far as record condition. So I finally did get it. This was on sale. It was actually in the Amazon warehouse where stuff gets returned for whatever reason. So this one had some imperfections on the outer jacket, which I could care less about. It's the media that matters, and it sounds amazing. It's the special edition, expanded edition with another record. More expanded, lost and found rarities. Sorry, that's what I was looking for. Easy for me to say. Always been right up there as one of my favorite Stones albums. Some Girls is probably right up there, and I've mentioned before, It's Only Rock and Roll, but I like it. Yeah, all of those early, well, not early, but probably, ironically, the sucking in the 70s era of Stones, I really love. But this is a great album too. Yeah, so glad to have that. I can put that on now, and I don't hear any of those clicks and pops, because mine back there, I've tried cleaning it. It's just wear and tear. It's got some noise to it. So anyway, let me wrap this up with the final one here. I think this is from '04, so more the modern hard rock. These guys might fall into that grunge era too, or alternative rock. I don't know, but I dig them. Most of their stuff anyway. I'm certainly not an aficionado on these guys, but this one I like. I remember when this came out, but it's the Deftones, and probably best known for Minerva on here. That song, but it is heavy. It's what could I compare this to? It's almost blasphemy to compare it to that, but people who maybe don't know, you take a little bit of Melvins and mix it in with, I don't know, maybe Soundgarden. It's hard to say. No, I don't. Maybe, are you familiar with, I hate doing these comparisons. Never mind. Just check them out. Stream them. It's easy enough to do on these devices we have. But it's heavy. It's that early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s hard rock. Yeah. If they came out earlier in the 90s, they might be under the grunge, similar to that grunge truck I showed and stuff like that. But It's good. It's a good album, and I got this one really cheap because the jacket is banged up pretty good. It's got a nick in the corner here, but again, on the red vinyl, sounds great, and so I'm happy with it. So that's it. That's episode 2 of the stuff that I'm hoping to show and get through another pile here. I probably have another good 2 or 3 episodes yet if I'm showing 15 at a time. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed bringing it to you. I'm trying to keep these videos relatively short. Where are we at here? 20 some odd minutes. That's not too bad. Hopefully I didn't bore you to death and you enjoyed it. Like I say, I enjoy doing it. So I don't know when I'll be back again for another one. Now we are coming into a period where I do have my grandkids for the next couple of weeks. It's the first leg of summer break, so they come to our house. They're going to be here for a couple of weeks, and I'm sure we'll do lots of stuff. And then we're going to PEI, and so my presence on YouTube will only be as a spectator. I will not be making very many videos, if at all. Maybe a shorts. I usually doesn't take long to do the shorts, so we'll see. But I hope you'll stick around. Yeah, like I say, maybe you'll dig some of the other stuff and check out these other channels I mentioned. I will leave links. They're stellar people. Hope to meet them all someday. But anyway, now I'm just rambling on like I sometimes do. So cheers, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day, your evening, whatever it happens to be, where you are. And I will see you next time here at Twanger's Turntable. When that will be, anybody's guess at this juncture, but I will be back. And I hope you all are well when I do see you again. So take care, everyone. Cheers, and see you next time.